So welcome everybody to this latest GCSE revision video on 162 Maths. In this video we'll be going over the AQA topic test on the higher syllabus with a focus on linear and quadratic equations and their graphs. Now as always there will be a copy of the test paper in the description below for you to download to have a go at before watching this video and we go through the answers. So let's get started on this AQA GCSE Maths topic test on the higher syllabus of linear and quadratic equations and their graphs. So looking at question 1, it says draw the graph of 2x plus 1 from the values of x equals -3 to 3. So here all we need to do is set up our table of values, and so let's just get that. And again, to draw a straight line, which is always important that you recognise what the shape is, and try and go for 3 small numbers. I'm just going to go for 0, 1, 2, but also make sure that you've got numbers that actually appear on the x-axis. So here we've got the equation of y equals 2x plus 1. So 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So I'm plotting 0, 1, which is there, 1, 3, which is there, and 2, 5, which is there. And then obviously then all I then need to do is make sure that I'm drawing a line that connects those 3 points up. Now what is important is that you don't just draw a line that connects those 3. You need to make sure that your line extends. Now I would always recommend my students to go right to the edge of the actual graph that they've given you. And as long as they can see that you've plotted those points correctly and that it goes beyond the scale that's been done, so I would say that's pretty much spot on. Now the next part then says clearly show how you could use the graph to solve the equation of 2x plus 1 equals 4. Now for these types of questions, this left hand side represents the straight line that you've just drawn, and this, so in other words the diagonal line, and what we need to do this is plot y equals 4. Now y equals 4 is a horizontal line going through 4. And what we're looking for is the value where the two lines intersect. So what we're looking for is this number here, which I would say is roughly around about 1.5, I would say, at a guess, 1.5. So then moving on to our next question. It says solve 2x plus 1 over 3 plus 4 equals 4 and then lots of x minus 1. So for this, what I would personally do, let's create a bit of space, let's do it here. I would expand the brackets out. So we get 4x minus 4. Then I'll take this 4 over to the other side. So I've got 2x plus 1 over 3 equals 4x minus 8. I would then take the 3 over to the other side, multiplying everything by 3. So I get 2x plus 1 equals 12x minus 24. I would then take the 2x over to the side to give me 1 equals 10x minus 24. Then take the 24 over to the side, which gives me 25 equals 10x. So therefore x equals 2.5. And with question 3, it says show that the triangle is isosceles. Now if this triangle is isosceles, it basically means that these two angles here need to be the same. Now it's not just a simple case of making those two angles equal to each other. That's not going to work because again that's knowing that the triangle is isosceles, and we need to show that it is actually isosceles. So what we need to do is add up all the angles. So add up all angles and make it equal to 180, and then what we then need to do is find the value of x. So what we've got is we've got 3x minus 5 plus 2x plus 20 plus x plus 15 equals 180. Now if I neaten all this up, I've got 3 plus 2, which is 5, plus 1, which is 6, and then I've got minus 5, 15, 30, so plus 30 equals 180, and then I've got 6x equals 150. So x equals 150 divided by 6, which is going to give me the answer of 25. So now that I know that x equals 25, what I then need to do is work out what each of these angles are. So this angle here is going to be 2x plus 20 So that's 2 times 25 plus 20, so that's going to be 70 degrees. This angle here is going to be x plus 15, which is 25 plus 15, which equals 40. So those actual angles aren't the same. And this angle here, and let's do this with a different colour, I've got 3x minus 5, and so I'm going to have 3 lots of 25 minus 5, which equals 70. So there we can see, so as we have two equal angles, the triangle is isosceles. And there we go, because we've got this angle and this angle are the same, even though the diagram, or you kind of just imply that those two angles, both base angles, are going to be the same. Moving on to question 4, it says here is a graph of y equals x squared plus 2x minus 1 for the values of x is between minus 3 and 2. And it says from the graph, write down the coordinates of the following. So here we need to write down the y-intercept, the turning point, the negative root of the equation of equals 0, and the positive root of that. Now let me just scroll down because I knew that was going to happen. So we can have got all of it on screen, and let's work out those values. Now in terms of the y-intercept, that's this point here. So that coordinate there, I'm just color coordinate it rather. So that angle there, the point there is going to be 0, minus 1. Now the turning point is this point here, and the coordinate of that is minus 1, minus 2. Now the negative root, which is this here, now I would say that that answer there is going to be probably around about minus 2.5, I would say. So that's going to be minus 2.5 and 0. And the positive root, which we will do in blue, which is here, which I forgot to color coordinate. We'll need to find that one, which is that point there. And I would say that's probably about 0.5. So let's go for that then. So let's go for 0.5 and 0. Then moving on to question 5, it says here is a sketch of y equals x minus 1, x plus 4. Write down the coordinates of the points A and B. Now A and B are the solutions to this. So here it's going to be, this point here is, we're choosing the solutions to this, to x minus 1, x plus 4 equals 0, is going to be that x equals 1 or minus 4. So with A, that's going to be minus 4, and B is going to be at 1, and they both have that y ordinate of 0. Now with question 5b, it says work out the coordinates of C. Now C is the minimum point. Now there's a couple of ways in which you can do this. So one way is to see the midpoint between minus 4 and 1, which is going to be at minus 1.5. And so that there is minus 1.5. And then what we can then do is substitute x equals minus 1.5 into x minus 1, x plus 4 equals y to find out what y is. So this is going to be minus 2.5 times, and then it's going to be 2.5, which equals y. And 25 times 25 is minus 6.25. So that equals that answer there. Now another alternative you could do is to use completing the square. So if I use completing the square on y equals x minus 1, x plus 4, then what I end up with is y equals x squared minus 3x minus 4, actually plus 3x. And then completing the square, I get x plus 1.5 squared minus 4 minus 1.5 squared, which gives me y equals x plus 1.5 squared minus 6.25. So therefore my minimum point is at minus 1.5 and minus 6.25. So there's two ways in which you could get the answer, and either of those would be absolutely fine to get the 1 mark. That's actually pretty stingy for 1 mark, I would say. For question 6a, it says write down the equation in the form of what we used to use to complete the square. So again here what we've got is we've got x squared minus 5. So I halve this, which is 3, and then I take away the number inside the bracket squared. That gives me x plus 3 squared minus 5 minus 9, which gives me x plus 3 squared minus 14. And it then says sketch the graph of that on the axis, clearly stating what it is. So let's have a look at just writing down what it is. So I've got y equals x squared plus 6x minus 5. I'm going to want to put brackets, let me just get rid of that and fill that in. Now in terms of does this factorise, it does not factorise. So then what we've got is we've got x plus 3 squared minus 14. Now the y-intercept is at minus 5, so that I know it's going to be somewhere here. And so what I need to do is find out what the roots are. So to find out the roots, I need to make it equal to 0. So let me just write down the y-intercept is at minus 5. Now I know that the minimum point is going to be at minus 3 minus 14. And so all I then need to do is find out the x-intercept, so I just need to solve this. So I've got x plus 3 squared equals 14. X plus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 14. And then I've got x equals minus 3 plus or minus root 14. Then from this, what I can then do is do my sketch, in which I would say that this point here is going to be my, let's start by drawing our parabola. And so don't worry about the markings of this. So this one's going to be where it's minus root 14 over, actually not over anything, just that. So just go to that line. This point here is my minimum point, which is minus 3 minus 14. This point here is minus 5, and this point here is minus 3 plus root 14, and there is my sketch. It does say use thirds where necessary, so we just leave it as the exact form because obviously it's a non-calculated paper. And that concludes the end of this topic test.